Aloha, y'all. It is Friday, Freya's Day. Freya, the Nordic Venus equivalent, named after her. It is esoterically ruled by Venus. The sun, it's the 25th of July. It's the day out of time in Mayan cosmology, I'm pretty sure. The sun is in Leo. The moon is in Leo. Mercury's retrograding in Leo. A whole lot of Leo energy. We'll talk, and those are opposite, at least the sun is opposite Pluto. So, there's a lot of astrology going on. We'll reference it as we go, but the cards I've pulled are the major arcana of the Emperor, also the major arcana of the Hermit, and then the Friday Oracle card is the Singer of Courage. Sun and Moon Leo, indeed. So, the Emperor card, like I said, is major arcana. I've written music to all the major arcana. Check out the songs. This is the only rap song I've ever done. I called it Throne Side. I'll post it in the comments. Tell me what you think. I'm not Eminem, but I tried here. So the Emperor, setting boundaries and following rules, believing in the concrete world around you, focusing on action and results, holding your ground. On page 30, I lead by example, which is all we can do. We can't lead a horse to water, or we can lead a horse to water by example, but we can't make them do what we want or what they should do. We have to just lead by example. The Emperor is the paternal father who instructs about the matters of responsibility, order, control, and discipline. He is a formidable character, a stern authority of the law, rules, and regulations that govern society. A man of great integrity, intellect, and strength, he assumes leadership, providing stability, security, and protection. A righteousness, harshness, and punishment. Oh, I skipped something. A firm disciplinarian, we do not always welcome our dealings with him, and yet his righteousness, harshness, and punishment is enforced, so that we can learn to be more self-disciplined and think logically and rationally. Venus and Gemini, Mars and Virgo. Mercury retrograde in Leo, rather than succumb to the rampant ride of emotion. Jupiter in Cancer, Sun and Moon in Leo, just a lot of feels. Conceived by me as a fantastical space emperor donning his robes with theatrical flourish like some superhero from the genre of 80s sci-fi films like Flash Gordon or Dune, he is a contrived vision of both Abraham Lincoln and David Bowie. The neutron patterns centered at his navel, the power center, symbolize knowledge combined with physical power. His palace is the brick-and-mortar extension of his mind, the architectural environment which fosters such intelligence. His world appears cold, with a fierce beauty deserving of healthy fear and respect. Not afraid of dealing with the harsh or grim realities and vicissitudes of life, he is able to make difficult decisions without enthusiastic or popular support. Practical and careful consideration is always employed, with all the facts laid square, for he is keen to get to the real truth and demands honesty. Right? Pluto retrograding in Aquarius, trining Uranus in Gemini. In complete contrast to the Empress, the Emperor rules with his head and not his heart, and consequently does not suffer fools gladly. He has an iron will and a steel fist, and is not afraid to wield both, and therefore is suited to the courts of law, government, and the army, prepared to fight the good cause. To his left sits a pile of books containing the objective analysis and effective solutions that address the public and private sectors in his kingdom. To his right, a sextant, a remarkable instrument created almost 300 years ago that measures the distance between astronomical objects and the horizon as he seeks to navigate his realm through space. He is an expression of hard-won victory and success, demanding determination and resilience. Saturn conjunct Neptune, both retrograde in Aries. It's like, how are you working? How are you moving in the dream? Can you improve upon it? Mars and Virgo says that's for your service and others. Let's get it all clarified. The Emperor suggests you no longer have to prove yourself. Right? The shadow of the Sun and Moon in Leo is like, look at me. I'm worthless unless I'm valuable. And it's like, you have value no matter what. How are you executing that value in the world? Knowing your astrology chart can help with that. You don't have to prove yourself. Your experience and expertise is unquestioned. It is time to lead by example. Get your house in order, Mars and Virgo, and regain control of an important area of your life so that you can live on your own terms, having the courage to walk your talk. It may be time to step up and approach your own father or father figure to pragmatically face and resolve a specific problem that is draining you in your life of vitality. So setting boundaries and following rules, believing in the concrete world around you, focusing on action and results, and holding your ground. The clarifying card is the Hermit card. The song I wrote for that is called Be Still and Know. Not a rap song, more jazzy, kind of jammy thing. So on page 40, I bring back knowledge from distant places. Venus and Gemini, Mars and Virgo wants to bring and ground in knowledge. This is the Virgo card. The Hermit, know your worth. You're perfect the way you are, so you don't have to perform. The shadow of the Sun and Moon in Leo. You can be yourself and shine. The sun isn't trying to be something it's not. It just is being. Be free. Seek answers within you and go deeper, understanding more of the universe by taking time to do something you've never done before. So, if you want to build a Taj Mahal, you're going to have a plan, right? The pyramid is brick by brick. There's some days where people building these things were like, I'm not seeing the vision. I don't know where it's going, but they kept their will, their sacral, engaged in the material world in such a way that they were convicted and they got their still point, their inner knowing, be still and know, and then from that place they could create in the external in such a powerful way that it changes reality. That's what we're here to do. So the last card, the wild card we've got, is from the Fairy Oracle deck. It's number 8. It's about courage. Where is it? Here we go. Courage. The Singer of Courage. On page 66, number 8, the Singer of Courage. Bravery, sublimation of fear, moral strength. Like, it's not about not being afraid. It's about what you do with that energy. Someone once said that courage is not the absence of fear, but that which enables us to experience fear and not be stopped by it. It is also what enables us to do what we believe to be right, even when there is pressure from others around us to do otherwise. Pluto retrograding in Aquarius, opposite Sun and Moon in Leo. It's like, how are you shining in relation to society and in the whole group? It is what enables us to go ahead into the unknown or the perilous, where there are no guarantees of safety or security. In our lives, we are often even constantly confronted with new worlds, a new way of being in the world, a new way of seeing and of being seen. Ordinary living takes courage, and to rise above the ordinary into the extraordinary takes even more courage. One of the keys to courage is to consider the fear and find a way to let that energy of fear itself power your actions. That is true courage. Often people think of courage as being part of a high heroism. It is, but it is also a quiet, hidden side as well, and that may require greater courage because we cannot expect the reward of praise and approval for it. For example, no courage is needed to be unhappy and self-pitying. We do not need to be self-disciplined or wise for that. However, to open our hearts to the risks and vulnerability of joy and trust requires all of those things, especially courage. Within each of us, there is the terrified inner mouse and there is the brave inner hero. Either part of us can take over from the other. We get to choose which is in charge. Who's the emperor? Who's seated on the throne? The mouse is a magician with only one trick. It can cast an illusion that is as big as an elephant. Then fear nearly overwhelms us, but we still have a choice. Learning to live with and manage the reactive animal within involves transforming emotions like rage or fear into courage through self-discipline, the Hermit card, and the help of the Singer of Courage. Most people have decided by age 3 or 4 what they must do in order to survive. From this decision, this belief about how the world is, most of our fears and self-limitations grow. Have we the courage to discover and break through these limiting beliefs, awakening to greater possibilities, and going for our objectives? Emperor card. What do we want to manifest? We need to transcend our fears and accept the gift of courage. So I think the idea here today on this Venus ruled day, on this day out of time in the Mayan calendar, I'm pretty sure, is if you build it, they will come. You have to have conviction, right? And it doesn't mean you have everything perfectly figured out all the time. It's a process, but the process has to be begun by actions, and those actions need to come from a place of stillness and awareness, self-gnosis. You don't want to just do things because, you don't just go become a PhD because it's so much money. It's like, what do you believe about that? You don't just build a house because everybody does it when they're this age. It's like, do you need a house? Do you want a house even? Or is this somebody else's dream? What's your dream? How are you manifesting it? Have you come from that place to the place of manifestation from a still inner knowing? Take courage. Take courage knowing that you can do anything in this world that you are supposed to do. Your higher self will show us in you, right? And you need to get to that higher place. You get still, you wait for inspiration, you wait for the spark, you wait for the excitement and the synchronicity, and then you it's not just like everything's easy peasy. It will feel less resistant and less incorrect, but that doesn't mean going down the river has no rapids. There's going to be rapids. You have to take courage. It takes courage to build the pyramids. You're going to put blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it may take longer than you thought, but you can do it, and I can do it, and we can all do it. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Leave a tip if you feel so inclined. Obviously, holler for a reading if you want. $50 for an hour of cards, $150 for 3 hours of astrology, half off either or both of those if it's your birthday, and half off on cards if you refer somebody to me. Check out the music, rap song I made, and jazzy little cool lounge thing, jazz rock thing. Tell me what you think of the songs. Check out the Team Rabbit Hole podcast, 321 episodes, so I'm sure you'll get something out of any or all of those, but definitely the most recent one was a lot of fun. So on that note, enjoy your Freya's day. Know you can do it. The brave little engine. I think I can, and then make it so. Ground it in. Enjoy your Freya's day. Adios.